2, 1. And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to ACG, where we're just a couple gamers. It's your boy Smooth.
Hello guys, it's been a long time. This is your how should I say, co-host from Server 6 Smash.
Yeah, buddy. You know I can't do it without my boy Smash. He's been holding it down for the War Elite community for longer than I can tell you, longer than I've been around. So if you guys don't know who Smash is, I don't know what to tell you guys. You guys need to brush up on your War Elite information. We've been putting out great content for the community for a long time now, and I definitely could not do it without my amazing co-host, Smash. Of course, Ash Bashy, shout out to her. We absolutely love her. We're always here to support her, and anything that's going on in any of my co-host lives. You got Vadim. Shout out to Vadim. He's also done his part for this game for a very long time as well. So I just want to give a shout out to all my co-hosts. You guys are amazing. I couldn't have done it without you. And whether or not you guys ever come on again or you guys come on every single episode, I'm always gonna have love and I'm always gonna support you guys. All right, let me just go ahead and get this into the community. It'll just take a second. Let me see. We're going to add everybody. All right, and that's out. And now we got the live up. Got the live. Okay. And that's everything, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so we have a lot to talk about today. But I want Smash to kind of give a brief rundown on server versus server, because server versus server is a lot older than I am in the game. I have yet to actually experience the full server versus server as it went down. And what I mean by that is like when I came around, this our server has already been through its phases, right? And I missed most of them, but Smash, he's seen almost all of them. And so when server versus server comes, there's a lot to this. I mean, so much, you could probably fit it into multiple episodes. So I'm going to let Smash, I have it up on the screen here. I'm going to let Smash kind of go over the rules of server versus server, because I can only tell you guys but so much of it. So I'll go over some of it here on the screen, and then I'll stop and I'll let Smash put in any type of information that the developers might not have added in there that's important information. Does that sound about right, Smash?
Yep.
Perfect. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get into it really quick. And again, I will stop at each talking point so that you can add some information. So, all right, guys. So here's the rules to the server wars, okay? National technology. In the battle for the North, bosses can obtain technology coins through various actions to improve your national technology points. Bosses from the entire country can donate technology coins in the National Technology Interface to improve national technology points and gain power value. The benefits of a scientific research will take effect on all ruling officials of the player's country. Now, I'm telling you guys right now, like, I'm already confused. So can you simplify that for us?
All right. Practically, this is also we have our own alliance technology, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So this is another technology that we can actually contribute our other kind of like points to the whole server technology. So it not only affects the alliance, it also affects all the players that's in the same server.
Okay.
And this is not these are points that you can actually accumulate from completing your achievements in the events that's in the SVS, server versus server. So remember to keep donating all these coins to the server technology.
Okay. And it says okay, so it says the benefits of the scientific research will take effect on all ruling officials of the player's country. So what does that mean when it says the benefits of the scientific research will take effect on all ruling officials?
All the players in the server. So if let's say they have this Vortex, it's very similar to the sensei, as I mentioned, the Alliance. Let's say if they have Vortex, they are maybe older technology already at the max level. They will get all the buffs from this server technology.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I remember seeing that now. No, dude, I remember looking at that national technology. That's okay. Okay, it's all coming back now. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Very cool. All right. So okay. Now it says rioters. The rebels in the north are more terrifying. The minimum level of the rebels is 26, and a higher level rebels are restless in the wind and snow. Okay, now I have a lot of questions about this. It says the rebels in the north are more terrifying, and the minimum level of rebels is 26. Okay, so to put it in perspective, would I be able to beat a level 26 rebel in the north by myself?
For the start, I believe currently most of the players that actually can move into the server, I mean the duel in the north, which is the server versus server, because your mentioned level have to be at least level 16 before you can move in. So for level 26, you all shouldn't have much of a difficulty trying to win them, unless your power pack practically just only comes from your buildings and not much on your tier troops.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If your tier troops is not strong, then you might face difficulty.
Okay.
But if your tier troops is good enough, practically you can just clear level 26. And every time when you clear a level, you defeat a rioter, you actually accumulate points.
Oh, so you're getting points not only from occupying landmarks, but you're also getting points from hitting rioters as well as players.
As well as mercenary base.
Well, yeah, right.
You
okay.
get points for all this, and you even get points for gathering resources.
Oh my! I'm looking at that now. Okay. Well, we're almost there because I'm curious about why it says higher level rebels are restless in the wind and snow. What the heck does that mean?
It's not easy to defeat a higher level. What I'm actually more concerned about is the players from server 8. Mm-hmm. They might face a bit of difficulties because as they move on, once they try to clear the higher level writers, it might become more and more difficult.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, now because, I see
for the rioters, they do give out points, but different levels of rioters give out different amount of points. Okay. So the higher the level rioters that you defeat, you get higher points.
Okay. Okay. What about the mercenary bases? Now, what is different about the mercenary bases in the north than the ones that we're seeing now? But I'll go ahead and read what it says, and then you can fill in the gaps. It says the mercenary base in the north will become stronger and more solid. Mercenary bases levels 6 through 10 will gradually appear as the process progresses. So that's all new to me as well.
Alright, for instance, like at our own server, if I were to do a level 5 mercenary base, I just need one player to join my rally.
Oh no. You just need one player to join your rally.
One player to join my rally, and I can defeat a level 5 mercenary base.
Okay, well, yeah.
But if I'm gonna...
Sorry to cut you off, but you cut out the first part. So you're saying in the regular map, not the north, in the regular map, you're saying you can just rally these mercenary bases by yourself.
No, I need one person to join my rally.
Oh, okay, one person.
For rally just one player to join my rally, I can actually take down a level 5 mercenary base.
Okay, but you can't do that in the north.
No.
So in comparison, what would you need in the north to get the job done?
You need more players in the rally, and your rally commander is preferably being set up by the strongest player in the alliance.
Damn. Okay, so that's no joke. Mercenary bases in the north are no joke. But let me ask you this: are the rewards worth it?
Definitely.
So what? And you know what? I probably should have asked this before, but okay. So we're gonna take one step back. The rewards for hitting the rioters, how much better are they in the north than the regular map?
They're talking about just the normal rewards for defeating these writers and mercenary base, right? It's just only gonna be a slight difference. There's not much of a difference, but what it does helps you is that you by doing this you actually accumulate individual points
Okay, so
for the event.
that makes sense.
These individual points actually grants you the very fantastic rewards for the individual achievement rewards. This one I think later part you will actually have a chance to go through or in other episode because in this game itself, but I want to make this clear, it's not so I mean it doesn't really link up with the power that you have. Power means nothing in server versus server. It only give you the advantage when you are fighting.
That's
But with the achievements in the server versus server, there is actually alliance achievements, there's individual achievements, there's also the whole server achievement. It's these rewards that actually dish out the best rewards that you can actually find in the game.
wow.
And all how you're gonna get these rewards is through being active during this period of during this event.
So basically, as soon as it starts, you're gonna want to spend as much time with your family in the north, getting the job done
Yes.
as possible. So that way, you're accumulating
Yeah.
as many points as possible before it ends.
Right? There's one thing I want to stress out. On the last due in the north, which is the server versus server, the player that got the number one spot for individual events that dishes out the best rewards isn't any big power player.
Really?
Yes.
How is that possible?
He was spending a lot of times in the game, defeating writers, gathering from resources, participating in all the mercenary base. Because he's not strong, he cannot run the rally.
Was it lethal? Lethal.
Oh, it was Tim. It was Tim
Tim.
from from SCM.
Wow. Okay. Shout out to Tim, bro. That's crazy. Shout out to Tim. We get a round of applause for Tim. He's not even one of the biggest guys, but he took #1 in Duel in the North. That's super impressive, and I wish I would have known that sooner. I would have shouted him out a long time ago. That's super impressive. The reason I said is that Lethal is because Lethal, she's never one of the biggest in the servers, but she's got so much heart, and she grinds so hard. She's always at the top of the ranking somewhere, just because she's got so much heart, and she really does put in the time. So, it can be done.
I'm very embarrassed to say I only got into the top 10.
Wow. Dang. You must have been strapped for time because I know you're no slouch when it comes to being active in the game. So you just must not have been had as much time as everybody else.
Yep.
Wow. So that's really cool, and I'm glad you brought that up. And I hope the rest of the War Elite fans out there, they're actually listening to this, and that they, those of you War Elite players who got server versus server coming, you got Duel in the North coming, same thing. And you are not one of the biggest in your family. If you guys are in server 9 right now and you guys are listening to this, you guys, this is huge news for you. Okay, if you guys are maybe even server 8, right? If you guys got server versus server coming and you're not one of the biggest, all you gotta do is just be super active, and you're definitely going to put up the points. So that's very cool. I'm glad you said that. And lastly on the list of the special content for Duel in the North is Levying Point. In the Snowstorm, there are more advanced collection points, and abundant resources will help the boss to be invincible. So you guys are going to come across way more resource plots in the North, with more abundant resources at each plot. So that's great. I'm going to go ahead and click onto the next one. All right. So the rules of the Duel in the North. These are basic rules. Today, the land under our feet can no longer satisfy our ambitious expansion. However, in the distant northern land, that land covered with ice and snow is waiting for our conquest. The people rarely go there, and the opportunities and resources are extremely rich. This is not only an adventure, but also a way for our power to develop. Now, we stand in the watershed of history, welcoming new challenges. Let us go hand in hand to the north and create new territories. The northern land will witness our glory, and we will become legends on this land. For the future, for glory, let's move forward and conquer the northern land. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, so that's probably, it's very vague. I understand. It doesn't really give much detail, so we'll skip that one, and we'll go on to the next one. Okay. Wait, is that it? No, this one is the second one. Okay. Enter and exit the Northern Territory. Bosses at level 16 Villa can enter the north. So that's the first important thing, guys. If you guys are in a new server and you've been slacking on your boss villa, or maybe you got there late, or whatever the case may be, if you're not boss level 16 or above, boss villa 16 or above, you cannot enter the north. But if you are, you enter the north by clicking Move City Expedition on the Activity Main Interface. Now, when it says Activity Main Interface, what does that mean? Is that like when you just click on your mansion, you go to your mansion, you see like your hospital, and you see your boss office, your villa? Like, is that on that page? What is the main interface?
Alright, actually when you in the north appears, it will actually prompt you whether you want to move. When you click on the move in the north, it will be on your dashboard. You click into your city, you see a lot of icons, right?
Not to cut you off, but you just completely went out, and I couldn't really understand anything you were saying.
Okay. Alright, when you will always see a lot of icons on your main screen, right?
You were cutting out again. You said I see a lot of icons on my main screen.
Hello, icons.
Yes, on my main screen.
Right. So there will be one icon that actually says the Duel in the North. You just click on the icon, and it will actually prompt you to relocate to the Duel in the North.
Okay, so basically it's an easy button. It's easy to find, and they will let you know that it's there.
Yes.
Awesome.
And then when you relocate, it will use up one of your random teleport, and then you will be in the map in the Duel in the North in a random location.
Got you. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna get to that part. It says, in the north, the boss can also click Move Out button on the Activity Main Interface to return to the original map. But moving out requires consuming one random city moving item. So, are the moving items like teleports in the north? Are they different than regular teleports?
It's actually the same that you have in your stash.
Okay, same ones. That is amazing. Okay, most every game I've ever played, they give you different ones. You have to buy packs to get them and stuff like that. So, very cool. I'm glad. Okay, and then it says territory. All right. Bosses in the Battle for the North map, when bosses are actively choose to relocate their city, they can only choose within the effective territory range and cannot choose to relocate to unclaimed or expired territories. When the city is located in the effective territory of the player's alliance, the city cannot be attacked. Troops located in the territory are not protected by this rule. When the land where the city is located becomes the territory of another country, the city will be forcibly relocated to the initial province. Okay, so I picked up on about half of what they were saying there. So when bosses actively choose to relocate their city, they can choose within the effective territory. So once the north opens, you have to acquire territory the way that you did when the server first started?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
And all of the... So let's say 4 alliances from 4 different servers all enter the northern map at the same time. Are they all immediately put into different corners? at the very outskirts of the map?
Yes.
And then just like when the server first opened, each alliance has to individually acquire territory and start building that territory towards, I would say, a bridge. And those bridges are in the direction of the center of the map. And you just keep acquiring territory and bridges until you get to the center?
Yes.
Okay. So that's just a simple explanation for you guys in case you didn't know. And then it says you cannot choose to relocate to an unclaimed or expired territory. That makes sense, right? You can only teleport within your own alliance territory. And then it says when the city is located in the effective territory of the player alliance, the city cannot be attacked. And then it says in parentheses, troops located in the territory are not protected by this rule. What does that mean?
All right. Sometimes we have troops out farming on the open field.
Yep.
We have troops idling on the open field. They might be in their own territory, but we can actually attack them. The only thing that we cannot attack are the cities that's in their alliance territory. So in order for us to try to kill somebody off or to zero some player off, we have to destroy their safe house.
Interesting. Okay. Got you. Give me 1 second. One second here.
And take note, the attacking side will always receive dead troops. The defending sides have the advantage of having their troops being sent to the hospital first, but the attacking side will immediately receive dead troops.
Wow. Okay.
Unless the defending side, the player hospital is full, then they will receive dead troops.
That's crazy, bro. Okay. All right. I like how they kept it very similar to the regular rules of engagement, right? But it's just a little more treacherous, if I'm being honest. Where the city is located becomes territory of the country. Okay, so then it says when the land where the city is located becomes territory of another country, the city will be forcibly relocated to the initial province. So does that mean that if you have let's say a alliance building there, is it like a stronghold that you put up to claim that territory?
Right. I guess what it means that it's actually trying to tell players that if you are not in your alliance territory, please port away.
But yeah, I mean I get that part, but what I'm saying is okay, my first question is, in the north, do you have to put up an alliance like headquarters or an alliance
Yes.
what is it called? Like what do you place down to take the territory?
Alliance base.
Okay, an alliance base. So let's say
Then
that
subsequently you need to build the safe houses. You need to occupy the safe houses to
Right.
expand your territory.
okay, but what it's saying is that when the land where the city is located becomes the territory of another country. So let's just say, for instance, Server 5 has an alliance base and territory there. And our alliance, just for an example, attacks that base and takes that territory. Any of that player from the opposing side's cities that are in that territory, when it becomes ours, gets automatically ported out, right? Because it's no longer their territory. I think that's what I'm reading.
I haven't seen this function yet because it did not really happen in the first server versus server. So I cannot 100% say that that's how it's going to work.
Well, I'm going to read it to you.
Hopefully.
Well, let me read it back to you, and you just tell me to your best of your knowledge, because you would know better than I do, but also that's what I'm getting from it. Okay, so I'm going to read it back one more time. You just to the best of your knowledge, you can say yes or no. When the land where the city is located becomes a territory of another country, so basically when we take it over, the city that player's city will be forcibly relocated to the initial province.
If that's how they put it, then I believe so.
Okay.
I believe that we should interpret it that way. But as I mentioned, it wasn't. We didn't manage to see this in the first during the north.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it actually works, because usually when we have our safe house, if we lose a safe house, we lose a part of the territory, and if we have players that's having their city in that territory, we will always prompt them to port away immediately. And usually when this player who goes offline, they do not port out, or their bubbles already run out, this player usually gets 0.
Dang.
By the enemy.
Okay. So basically that happens before the bases are taken over, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're going to interpret that as the way that they worded it, but I will ask when I have time, I will ask to confirm if this is true, and we'll give you guys an update. I'll be honest, I don't know if we're going to get through all of this. To be honest, I don't, but that's okay, because to be honest with you, I don't want to rush this content. I'm enjoying learning about this. If we have to do a part 2, I'm totally cool with that. And besides, I want to make sure that we do this the right way. And I do think that this is very, very useful knowledge. So I want to thank you, Smash, for doing your part to help me acquire everything that we have here today. And again, shout out, by the way, to iFun. iFun Games has, really, really stepped up lately. And I know this is a little bit off topic. I'll be very fast about this. But first of all, I want to thank iFun Games for sponsoring this content and for really stepping up and helping in every single facet. Everything that we've asked them for in the likes of giving you guys information, providing pictures and stuff like that, like they have stepped up, guys, and they are really, really making sure that they give us everything that we need to help you guys. So again, thank you to iFun Games, and thank you, pretty much. Okay, Alliance buildings. In the final battle for the Northern Territory map, alliances only need to build alliance bases and safe houses to expand their territory. Okay, so what's the difference between putting an alliance base up and an alliance safe house?
Alright, alliance base, actually, there's a health bar. They actually have more health. They can take more attack, more damage, and it take a longer time to be demolished.
Okay, that actually makes sense. Okay, it says an alliance home base cannot be built in the initial province of other countries. It is important to note that there is a limited number of alliance bases that can be constructed. If alliance bases have already been built on the national map, some alliance bases must be dismantled in advance in order to build the final battle for the Northern Territory. So essentially, you guys have to be very choosy and very strategic about the path in which you're going once you arrive in the north, because you're good if you want to use if you want to acquire the territory all the way to the center, you're going to have to delete some of the territory that's behind you in order to keep moving ahead. Is that what I'm reading?
Yes.
Okay, so it's very strategic.
I would like to talk about the alliance base, because this alliance base, every alliance can only build 3.
Can only build 3 bases.
Yes.
Okay.
And this 3 alliance base includes the one that you currently already have in your current server.
Oh, damn. That's why it said that. That's cool. Okay. I mean, dude, that's important information. That's crazy. All right. Wow. Okay, we might have to reference that at some point. Like if we do a second episode, which I'm pretty sure we're going to, maybe we can just I'll go through the episode and I'll write down all the most important stuff, and then at the end or the beginning or maybe of the second episode, we'll go through and hit all those talking points just to remind people, because that's important. And if some new players in a new server get to the north and they're trying to build their headquarters, they're gonna be like, or their base, they're gonna be like, hey, how come we can't? It says we can have this many. How come we can't? So that's important information. So appreciate you pointing that out.
All right. Tips that I like to share with you guys is that before you demolish demolish your alliance base and your own server, make sure that you keep at least one alliance base that links up all your territory.
So
In your
so you don't
current
want to
server.
pull one from the middle.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Right. Then you go and build it in the due in the north.
So if you pull one by accident from the middle, you have to rebuild that to connect your territory to move ahead, right?
Yes.
Yikes.
And because not every player are at level mentioned Villa level 16. So imagine your territory you cut off your own territory in your own server, leaving that space empty. And if you have occupied certain casinos in your territory within that being cut off area that is not being connected, you lose the buff.
Wow. Okay.
So this is where you guys, as a whole alliance, you got to look at your territory and make sure that they are linked up.
That's crazy. Okay. Wow.
Right, so there's a lot of strategic planning for before going into the deal in the north, and when you are going to the deal in north, it will be another strategic planning on how many, because you will need a lot of alliance funds to build your alliance base and your safe house. You need to go and calculate how many safe houses you can build at the beginning. So make sure that you make full use of your alliance funds and do not waste it on unnecessary place that you shouldn't be building your safe house. Don't expand in the wrong direction. If you expand in the wrong direction, trust me, this is what happened to STM. Okay?
No! This happened to you guys? Can you tell me a little
Yes.
bit about that?
Right, we didn't know how it's going to work out because it was the first time that we played this event. So we didn't prepare ourselves well enough. We didn't have enough alliance credit.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
And now we are very well prepared.
That sucks. Okay. Well, life lesson learned, I guess.
Which is why I'm saying I'm still learning the game.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, look, if players, how long had you been? Was that your first time in the North when that happened?
Yes, that was our first time in the north.
Okay, well, I mean, that's totally understandable. You know, especially for me, anyways. I probably would have done the same thing. But again, that's why we do these live streams. So, you know, people don't have to make the same mistakes that we did, right?
Right.
Well, let's go ahead and move on to the second. I'm sorry, this is the second. I think this is the second part of the rules here. Okay, so we covered basic rules. We covered. Let's see, well, we did cover the basic rules. Okay, we are on part 2. Nope, we did the special content, right? No, we didn't. We didn't do special content. So this is the other part of the special content. We have Power Value, Black Market Mercenary Fortress, Fortress Crime Summit. Dang, dude, all of these things are in the North?
Yep.
So okay, so let me ask you this. How many days is the North open? I probably should have asked that to begin with.
Actually, I will try to, if I'm a developer, I will actually release all this information out to the players that's involved in the deal in the north a month before it launches.
A month?
At least 1 month.
Wow. Okay, so but how long is the North open for? From open to close?
About 45 days.
Okay, so you have about a month and a couple weeks to do the North. So does it open in phases? Like, so you get there first and you're in, let's just say, the level 1 territory of the North, right? Which is the very outskirts, the furthest part out. And then you have to occupy your first bridge to get to, let's say, phase 2. Now, when it opens, let's say for the first week or so, first couple days anyways, you're in the first phase of the map. Level 1. Is there a certain type of buildings that open up, and then like you get to the next phase, and then like other buildings are there? So this is just an example. Let's say for level 1 you have regular mercenary bases, and then when you get across that bridge to the next area, they have like a black market mercenary fortress. You know what I'm saying? Like it just keeps it's just harder and harder stuff to do as you're going on to as you're heading towards the center.
Okay, give me a second.
Okay, no problem, buddy. Because other games that I've played, that's exactly how it is. It's like the first week you're in the level 1 territory, and there's low level landmarks like a regular mercenary base or a regular tower, and then you'll occupy that level 2 bridge. No, I'm sorry, the level 1 bridge to get into the level 2 territory. Once you get into that level 2 territory, you will have some higher level buildings, some higher level bots and stuff to kill on the map.
Yep.
And then you'll occupy a level 2 bridge, and that level 2 bridge will get you into the level 3 territory. And once you get into level 3 territory, you'll have a higher level stuff to beat with higher level fortresses and stuff with better reward points. Is that basically how it works?
Yes, that's how it works.
Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so it says power value. Power value is divided into personal power value, alliance power value, national power value, and reaching a certain amount of power value rewards can be obtained in the achievement of conquest for power rankings. Okay, can you kind of detail that just a little bit more?
All right. So this one is actually the power value. What they're trying to say is that it's more to like you can see the individual. That means we have this ranking, right?
Yep.
Right. So when during the North Open, there will also be this ranking whereby you can see all the power value of individual player from the ranking. Then when you look at the alliance power value, there will be another chart that shows it will show you which are the top the ranking of the alliance and also the server.
Okay.
In terms of power.
Okay. That actually.
So probably I might be rank number 1 in server 6, but when I go into the duel, I might drop to rank number 6, 7, 8.
Okay. And then it says, give me 1 second here. Then it says, Black Market Mercenary Fortress. Okay. Unique building in the northern region that opens once every 35 hours for 1 hour. When there are no rioters or non-alliance troops within the building range, the alliance will automatically obtain ownership of the building and continue to gain power points. Okay, now that's a huge freaking mystery to me. It says a unique building in the north that opens once every 35 hours.
Sorry. I would like to go back to the power value. Sorry. I think I misunderstood the power value.
Go ahead, sorry.
All right. This power value is actually the kind of points that I told you earlier that we can use to donate to the alliance.
Technology?
For the technology for the server.
Okay.
Right. This power value is actually the points that is being obtained individually. Like for example, for killing off rioters, for killing off mercenary base, for gathering. You can attain all these points that give you a ranking, right? And when you reach a certain amount, there's actually achievements for individual, alliance, and server. When you reach that, when you completed the achievement or when you reach the target, you get the rewards for that particular event.
Okay.
The achievement. So it all adds up. So if let's say individual, I'm going to talk more about individual killing the rioters. So the more rioters you kill, the more points you get.
Okay.
Right. So you participate in all the rallies for killing off the mercenary base. You also get, because mercenary base actually gives out more points in terms of this power value.
Okay.
Right.
Got you. And
so the Black Market Mercenary Fortress. All right, I love this part.
Yes, yes. Can you explain that a little bit more? Because that is a total mystery to me. It says it opens once every 36 hours. So my first question to you is, if it opens up one every 36 hours, that's not even once every 24 hours. So that means if the North is open for, let's just say you were correct on 45 days, that means you have approximately 36 attempts. You don't even get one per day. So this is something that you're 100% you don't want to miss, not even once if you can help it.
Yep, alright, no. Because just by having if your alliance occupied that this black market mercenary fortress, just by having your troops within a zone, which you all can see when you are in the, which is the zone is actually quite near to the black market mercenary forces. As long as you have your troops stationed within the zone, you constantly get points per minute.
Okay.
So if you're gonna lose it out, it's actually a bit disadvantage for players who are actually trying to get good ranking for their individual achievements.
Okay.
Do not miss this out. But of course, there will be two alliance. There will actually be 4 points for this at the beginning stage. There will be 4 black market mercenary forces. So, as for assessment, whether you all can talk to your neighboring. If let's say I'm the BD one, at the beginning stage I will have access to 2 of these mercenary black market mercenary forces. I will have access to it. Alright? And I want to gather points from both of them. So currently I will meet another alliance. Another server one together. So there will be some fighting.
Okay.
So whichever server occupied this black market mercenary forces and their alliance is in that zone, as I mentioned, they will get points. But this is based on the alliance. If let's say you have another alliance player who also in that, let's say STM occupied one.
Oh, bro, you're cutting out so bad, bro. You were cutting out so bad.
Sorry.
It's okay. I just want to
Sorry.
give it a second so that it'll catch back up. And also, I want you to just kind of go back maybe like 60 seconds or so on that, because it was just cutting out. And
Okay.
just in case people are missing it. But in the meantime, while we're waiting for your connection to come back, Wraith is in the live chat. Shout out to Wraith, by the way. He says also there's one time zone difference. I asked him what he meant by that. He says it opens when other players are asleep, the black market. So, because it's every 36 hours, even if you were, let's say, in the West Coast time zone, which I'm East Coast, and West Coast is a few hours behind me. So even if you're West Coast, which in my mind is the opposite of like, if you were living in China, which is ahead of us, right? So you have China on one side, West Coast on the other side, I believe. At least in my mind, that's how that plays out. Even if you're on the West Coast, you go to sleep. As soon as you go to sleep, it opens for China or for somebody on the opposite time zone, right? Because it's every 36 hours. So even if you were on the East Coast and then you went to sleep, people on the West Coast, they're gonna have to stay awake like extra long to even get it done if they could. And then if they couldn't get it done because they fell asleep, as soon as they fall asleep, it reopens for the other time zone. So my question to you is are people gonna need to sacrifice sleep in certain time zones in order to get this done? And when I say get this done, my other question is, are you wanting to fight, if at all possible, another alliance for this black market mercenary fortress, or what?
That's why I say this is a team game. Because in every alliance, in every server, there's definitely people playing from different time zones.
Right.
Alright? So if let's say I know I'm going to be asleep during that timing, I'll probably just send my troops there and hope that my teammates can protect me while I'm being there, while my troops is being stationed there while I fall asleep. But also when I do something like this, I'm putting my troops in a risk of being attacked by other players from the other server or from the other servers alliance. So this is a teamwork. No, we can't do it alone. We need sleep ultimately. So what I usually do is I will take note of the time. We was usually our leaders in SDM. We set marker informing all the players of the time to send their troops there in advance to prepare. And those who are online at that time, please try to help to protect the rest of the players that's actually offline.
Okay, that makes sense. So you're gonna almost want to run the Black Market Mercenary Fortress in shifts, right? Like you're
Yes.
gonna need to have coordination with your teammates. You're gonna need to have trust, and you're 100% gonna need to have communication. All right. I think I already said communication. Strategy, right? I do think that if this is what an alliance can accomplish, like if you can do this, if you can get through every phase of the North together, there is nothing you can't do in this game as a team. Because already, like just by hearing you say this, I'm like, damn, now I understand why everybody was taking this so seriously. I mean, I get it now. Like I was talking to Smash the other day about, hey, what about the new server? He's like, we'll talk about that after the North. He's not playing, bro. He's not playing, bro. Like, and I get it now. I didn't get it at first. I'm like, bro, it's just an event. But I see what he's saying now. It is not just an event. This is not just an event. So I get it now. And 100% I'm with you on that. Okay. So outside of that, how do you... Okay, so is the mercenary base, is that in the level 1 area?
Yes.
It is. Okay. And are they in every area? Then they get increasingly harder as you go on to the next level area?
Alright, regarding the Black Mercenary Fortress, there's one thing that you have to take note of, is that once any alliance from any server occupy this Black Mercenary Fortress, they will spawn out some rioters. Alright?
Right.
And you have to kill off all these rioters before your players get to start accumulating the points within the zone of the black market. So if you guys never kill off the rioters that spawn out, you never kill out all the 10 of them, the points won't start to accumulate. They will not start giving you the points.
So you have to kill all of them before you even get the points?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So again, strategy comes into play. How hard are they to kill? Are you going to need multiple people? By the way, Wraith says, yeah, I went crazy the last couple of days increasing my power. He's getting ready, bro. They are prepping right now. They're sharpening their weapons.
Are we going to meet each other, Bilros?
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. I'm definitely curious to see what happens. That is for certain. I don't know. Okay. I don't want to get sidetracked. I do want to get through at least a portion of this so we don't have to do a 3-part episode. All right, let me move on. Is there anything else to note about the Black Market Mercenary Fortress?
All right, it's actually the same for the Fortress of Crime Summit. Same.
The same.
It's just that this is the other. Is on the other zone, whereby you get more points.
Okay. And the Fortress of the Crime Summit, a unique building more dangerous than the Black Market Mercenary Fortress. It opens every 70 hours for 2 hours. When there are no rioters or non-alliance troops within the building's range, the alliance will automatically gain ownership of the building and continue to gain power. Okay, so what is there to know about the Fortress of Crime Summit compared to the Black Market Mercenary Fortress other than it's more dangerous?
You gain more alliance points. You gain more individual points.
That's it. There's nothing like
Yeah.
the protection on it, like the troops protecting it are not like any crazier. There's nothing else that you need to really know.
No,
Okay.
as I mentioned, it's the same like the black market. There will be writers spawn when you occupy it. You have to kill it. Then you will start accumulating the points.
Okay.
And I tell you, I do not miss any of this.
How so?
That's how I'm going to get myself a very good ranking in the individual power value ranking.
Oh, okay.
Which is why I mentioned in the beginning, earlier stage, that this is not about individual combat power. This is about you being active during this deal in the north. The more active you are, there might be people who choose to, they have their own personal life, they have to work, we understand that, no problem. So whoever can participate more in all these events, they gain more.
Okay. I understand. Okay. And so for the level 1 area, is there anything that doesn't appear in the level 1 area that appears in like the higher level areas? Or does like
Actually,
all,
every
like,
area they have their like it's very similar. It's just that when you go into the next level, I say the next zone, the things that you can occupy, for example, casino, the buffs is going to be better.
okay.
So you stack on the buffs. And the rewards, I mean the points from getting the Fortress of Crime Summit, the black market is different. Black market, you get lesser, the Crime Summit, you get higher points, but it tends to do every one of them.
Okay.
Because I want to get a good ranking. I think the rewards.
Alright, I just want to see something really quick, sorry. Gotta get a drink. Okay. And then it says the national technology, but then it cuts off, so let me find the next one here. That's not it. That's not it. Central and okay. So then we have the military camp and the military fortress. Are you there, bro?
Yes.
Yeah, so what is there to note about the military camp and the military fortress?
Alright, these are the structures that you all can occupy in your zone. In the zone. That actually give you a boost effect, but it wasn't really stated down here. If military camp, my best guess will be more to attack or defense buff. Army base, most probably your march speed.
Okay.
So occupying structures like this within the north map, you gain the additional buff. But this is only for the alliance that occupies it.
Okay.
And on top of occupation of these structures, the whole alliance will get achievement reward.
Okay. So the military camp and the military fortress and the army base, you're going to get individual rewards for this? And individual points?
No, alliance. So that means if STM is probably going to get everything because there's no other alliances in Server 6 except for STM, right? So this is going to be very difficult for servers that has two main alliance. how are they actually going to split the rewards?
I see what you're saying now. Okay, so this is where the drama might come in.
Yes.
Okay, so can you talk a little bit about the importance of this particular thing within servers that have multiple alliances fighting over this in comparison to those that don't have any? And I'm going to use the bathroom just really quickly while you talk to them, okay?
All right. Every, like, for example, server A, if let's say they have a two alliance, active alliance, they have to first dish out which will be the main alliance, which will be the supporting alliance. They have to trash it out. So the main alliance the main alliance will be the fighting alliance. So it will be best that they get more of the structures that actually give their fighting troops advantage, the buff. Then the supporting alliance maybe can get other rewards from for other structures that's actually not going to be giving up a lot of buffs for attack or defense, right? And then they might even consider to switch in between the players based on their contribution to the game or based on their contribution to the server. Like for example, certain players in the sub alliance, they are more active. So during this period of time, they might consider like switching the players, moving the players in between these two alliances, so that these players they get the rewards from both, for both structure for all the structures that's being taken. All right. But when the server and when two servers come closer to each other, that's when the fight will begin. Because they will fight to occupy the structures.
Okay. So how often does this go bad?
It might even go bad during the first stage.
Really?
Because it wasn't planned out properly, it wasn't distributed out before it started. So when it starts, it's actually very hard to coordinate anymore. Why? Because there will be players in every alliance that they will always feel that they deserve to get this reward.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And server versus server is starting tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Wait, Duel in the North is tomorrow?
Yes, and it will last for 45 days.
What? Bro, I didn't know it was tomorrow.
It's tomorrow, 18. Today is the 17th, bro.
Wow. I don't know why I thought it was like a couple weeks away.
No, it's starting tomorrow, which is why I say I will not be able to join you in server 9.
Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, for me, there's nothing really going on in server 9 right now other than the basics. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
I mean, for me,
you better be more focused on server versus server, I tell you.
Wow, yeah, no, 100%. I'm with you on that. Damn, that's crazy. I had no idea.
So for me, I feel that there isn't sufficient time for server 8 to trash things out. So my only fear is that server 8 might be fighting among themselves.
Wow. Well, okay. But you don't see server 8, right? Wait, no, you do. You won't see server 9. Wait, what? Hold on. No, 4, 5, 6.
No, 5. 4, 6, 7, and 8.
4, 6, 7, and 8. Right. Okay. Got you. And then let's see. Oh, Ray says it's the 16th for me. Okay, yeah, you're right, because it's a completely different day. Okay, what about the Central Administrative Fortress? Is that the same thing as the Army base, military base, as far as individual server point and rewards?
Right, the Central Administrative Fortress is just like, old server map, the capital. The one that's in the center.
Okay. And again, all of these buildings are all in the first portion of the map, right? Level 1 area.
Yep.
That's so crazy. Okay, well, we got through almost absolutely everything as far as the rules go. And then we will show the map on the next episode. We will talk about the actual achievements, right? And then we will also talk about the rewards on the next episode. We have a lot still to go over, guys. And honestly, I think the content will get better on the next episode because it's just so much stuff to look at, and it's all very cool stuff to be looking at. But again, I want to thank Smash. Thank you so much. And basically what we'll be doing, guys, is we're still actually figuring out how we're going to do it. But you guys will not see us do the Duel in the North live. We will do a pre-recording, and then you guys will get it afterwards because there's just way too much going on, and also there's strategy behind what's going to be going on. And I need to be able to focus and learn how to do this from the pros, from the veterans, and then we can pass this knowledge along to you guys. But I want you guys to, whenever you get a second, take a second to thank the co-hosts, of the show for providing this valuable information to the community, and also make sure you guys let the our sponsors over at iFun Games know that you guys appreciate them as much as we do, because again, we can't provide this information without them. So I want to thank iFun Games for sponsoring this content. Again, I want to thank Smash, my co-host, for always being here to help me produce such great quality content for the community. And I want to thank the community for supporting us so much. And we want to hear from you guys. If you guys are in other servers, if you guys are in our server, we don't care. If we haven't heard from you already, we want to hear from you. If you guys have not downloaded the game yet and you guys like what you see, you guys can find the link in the description of this video for both the Apple Play Store and the Android Play Store. You guys can get the game there, and you'd be doing us a huge favor by clicking on that link and downloading the game from our link, because that lets the developers know that you got it from this video, and that helps our channel a lot. If you guys have not joined the official War Elite Discord page or the official War Elite Facebook page, you guys can also find the links for that in the description of this video as well. Get on in there and say hello. We'll find you guys. And anything you want to say to the people before we get out of here, Smash? Did I lose Smash? Oh, you're muted, brother. You're muted.
Alright, sorry guys. This is a totally different kind of gameplay that you are playing in your own server. Right, during the North, it's all about teamwork. So put aside your differences, try to work together as one, and then try to, especially survey, try to get as many rewards out of this event as possible, because they are giving out a lot of rewards that can actually help you to level up your legendary heroes.
Yes, definitely.
Last but not least, thanks for watching.
Absolutely, my man. And thank you, Wraith, for showing up, man, and always supporting us. We really appreciate you. Thank you again, iFun, for sponsoring this content. We love you guys, and we will give you guys not only a part 2 to everything that has to do with Duel in the North, but we're also going to give you guys a bird's eye view of our Duel in the North. It's just going to be not during the live, okay? You guys will get the broadcast afterwards. But we appreciate you guys so much, and until next time, y'all, peace.